Welcome to the Pod-ter and Clay podcast, where we talk about what it looks like to be molded into Christ's image and discover more about who He is.
We hope to help you grow, laugh, and become more bold and ambitious in your faith, whether you're just beginning or just diving deeper.
Ultimately, we pray that you would be blessed by our conversations, laughter, and passion.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We are back with the Pod-ter and the Clay.
Yes.
And today we have a special guest. Would you like to introduce him, Clara?
Okay. This is my boyfriend, Zion. We've been dating for 2 years and 4 months. So, go us. Do you have anything else you want to add?
I'm also dating her brother.
Okay, so that's just not true, but
They did be flirting.
yeah, I know.
Just right before this.
So
that's a very fun fact to know about you. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
So we're just gonna get right into the meat today.
Right into it.
So we're gonna be talking about dating and perhaps some singleness as well. And I have some questions to ask this couple over here, and Clara has some questions to ask me, who is in a different stage of life, and that is okay.
Yes, it is.
So, I'm gonna start out with a banger of a question right here. I'm curious. Do you believe in the one?
Is this me?
The one.
Or is this you?
Well, you have the microphone.
Well, you just did the one, so obviously you don't believe in it. But,
no, that's
no.
go for it. Okay.
No. I
Why?
don't.
Why? Expand on that.
I think it's hard to say, but I think you could find someone at every different stage of life. So I think it's just hard to say that you have the one. It's like, I think God probably has a decent amount of people out there. Like for me, it'd be Christian women, but for you guys, it'd be Christian men out there. So it's hard to say that there's the one. I don't believe that personally.
Yeah.
But I think God will place someone in your life that you guys will mesh well together.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's several people that you could probably mesh well together, and they're all different. But
do you think that there's one that's better than the rest?
Do I think there's one better than the rest?
No, I'm being genuine.
What do you mean?
Obviously Claire's better than the rest, but
well, yeah, I'm
do you
dating
think,
her. Obviously,
do you think there's one person out there who's the best for you?
The perfect?
Not perfect. Just
it's kind of the same.
best.
I don't know, because I could have been born somewhere else at a different time, and I would have been with somebody else. I think it just depends on the relationship and if you mesh well together. If you don't have, if you can date a Christian girl, but if you guys don't have anything in common, it's not going to work out. But you can find other Christian women that you'll have some things in common. Obviously, there'll be differences. We have differences, but we have some things in common. So it's do I think there's a one perfect? No, I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion.
Okay. What do you think, Clara?
I also agree.
Okay.
He pretty much said it all. I think that in your lifetime, you pass a lot of people. For example, have probably passed up a few chances, and
for sure,
that's okay. Those people maybe weren't what you wanted. Yes, maybe to you they weren't the best. So I don't think there's one specific
best options.
I think there's probably multiple people.
It's I don't know.
But I think it's your choice to pick who you want, even if there are multiple people.
Yeah. I used to think that there was one.
Yeah.
And that God knew exactly who was perfect for me.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know if I believe that anymore. But also, I do feel like God knows who's best for us.
Oh yeah, for sure. You probably the number one best, but
But he's not going to be mad if you don't pick them.
Well, it's not about him being mad, but
And, as long as you are still able to follow God and grow in your relationship with him, I don't think it matters.
That's the importance. If you don't find someone that loves God and wants to follow them, then they're probably not the best option, right?
Right.
So you got to find someone that, I'll just hold it. Thank you. Someone that fits like with your personality, but they also have to push you. And I feel like there's just so many people that couldn't do that. So like to say that there's one, it's like, I don't know. And then like, if you look in the Bible, there's no example of that. Like in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, well, even in the New Testament, they pick the wives for you. Like you don't get a choice. You don't get an option. They pick it for you. Whereas now we get a choice and there's a lot of options, right? So I don't know. To say that there's a perfect one, I don't think so. But I do agree with the some of the ways that they would pick that other person is because they would have their parents' opinion on it. Obviously, the parent would pick, but like now, I still value my dad's opinion. So like if you should still value your parents' opinion when you're looking for someone to date. Yeah, because that's important.
And that's kind of how I feel with God. Like I value His opinion so much when I'm like trying to choose people to date, and because it's just crazy to me to think that I have the choice. Like you're telling me I have the choice to choose who I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. Like I don't trust myself to do that.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely, I've heard people say like it's the second biggest decision you make. Yeah, I mean you're spending the rest of your life with them, and if there's someone that's just gonna pull you away from God, then
yeah, but like you don't have to. Like you can talk to other guys and not date them. Like you can. That's why the talking phase is so important. Like you should, in my opinion, I feel like you should be talking for like a couple months before you start dating, because if you're just like, oh man, he's really attractive, or like, oh man, she's really attractive, I should date her. It's like, no, it's like, and then you find out she's like the most like bland, like, this is boring, right? So like, you want to get to know them and make sure you guys match personality wise, and also talk about the important things like how do you want to build a family, like do you want kids, like those are important things, because if you want kids and the person you're dating doesn't want kids, you probably shouldn't be dating them. Like I would say I don't think you should be dating them. Like
I agree.
And honestly, like if you're a Christian, you should probably want kids in the first place anyways, because I mean God calls us,
I mean kind of hot take, but also God does say to
God does call us to
be fruitful and multiply.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, like maybe you don't want like 10 kids or anything, but like I feel like you should, as a Christian, I mean, I think that even if you think you don't want kids, I think once you have a kid, you'll realize like, man, this is awesome. Like life is beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna say, do you miss being in a relationship?
Oh shoot. Okay, this is like do I miss being in a relationship?
Which is gonna lead into another question that I have, kind of. So
okay. I guess I miss like having someone, like another best friend that I talk to all the time.
Yeah.
And that I can just like know really well, and like just having someone to know you and to like give you attention, basically. Like okay, yeah,
it's the best.
Yeah, I miss having the attention, for sure.
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
That's hard because it's like there's so many things about that go into a relationship that it's like I definitely don't miss every part of that.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's the question?
Then I was just gonna lead into like, what do you think the pros and cons are of singleness?
Oh, okay.
But also like kind of going with dating.
I guess I can start with cons. Cons, just like all the blessings of dating, like just like
don't have to pay for anything.
Like having someone to know you and just to be there for you all the time.
Yeah,
like that's a con. And Zion, I mean, you know how it is to third wheel us all the time.
It's just not fun, right?
It's not fun for you, and I feel for you. I do. So
I don't. I'm stuck in the middle.
But pros, there's a lot of pros to singleness. And I have so much more time than I would if I was dating someone, because I mean, I'm sure you guys know that dating someone takes time. Like,
you have to sacrifice time.
Yes,
100%.
For sure.
You have to sacrifice time and effort, and you really have to lay down yourself.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. It is a good thing, but being single, you have more of that freedom, that you don't have to sacrifice a bunch of time and effort, which isn't always a good thing. Yeah. But it does allow me to have more time to do other things and pursue other things. And like this podcast right now, I don't know if I would even have tried to do it if I was dating someone, because I would be distracted with that relationship.
Sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so honestly, I think it's encouraged me to just grow on my own and not rely on someone, and just be independent and learn to be happy by myself. And I think that's so important, because people who always have to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, they're not happy people.
No.
Because they cannot be happy by themselves.
Yeah. I mean, I think you definitely need to go through a phase where you realize that you're happy not dating.
You have to be happy with yourself before you're happy with someone else.
You don't need no man.
Exactly, girl. Yeah, preach it.
Exactly. Literally.
Which, like, I don't know. I feel like for me, I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't love myself, but
it's not
I think
having someone loving yourself.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, I feel like
happy.
Having someone can also help
teach
with
you
some
to
of those
love yourself,
things.
For sure. Yeah, I think you shouldn't be fully reliant on someone to help you love yourself. You should be able to love yourself without someone telling you to love yourself. But also, like, we should be happy in the fullness of Christ and just walking in our relationship with Him. And that's what brings us true joy. And being in a relationship doesn't bring us true joy. So being single has taught me to find that true joy in Christ alone. Yeah, that's been really good. And it's given me a lot of more time to focus on God as well. Because like I said, being in a relationship does take a lot of time. Yeah. And it can be distracting. However, whenever you are in a relationship, it should be drawing you closer to God, obviously.
Definitely.
But having time to pursue Him on my own, like,
I think it's good to find a routine already when you're by yourself, and then when you get with somebody, that routine, you know, you can keep it up, but then also maybe add in things.
Yeah, because I've had time to discover more about my relationship with God on my own instead of doing it with someone else, which is great, but like, I've had time to actually discover more about myself and how I best connect with God just by spending time with Him alone. And also, it has required me to trust Him and kind of just let go of control.
That's good.
Because I just, like, literally just want what He wants, and He knows what's best for me. So just Him teaching me to let go and trust and wait and just be patient.
Yeah, I think that's a big one. It's learning patience and trust, for sure.
Yeah, I could go on. There's really a lot of pros, and it also gives you more time to focus on other relationships. And for me, that has actually been really, really big, because whenever I have been in a relationship, I usually just focus on that.
Yeah.
Like, completely, and don't give any other time to anyone else.
I mean, guilty
as charged.
I don't have friends. I just don't.
She said it. You heard it here, folks.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you guys are.
I'm trying to get her some friends.
Yeah,
I have friends, but
you
like,
do have friends.
No one obviously like Chloe, which like no
close.
one can. I feel like be like you just because you're my sister and stuff.
No one can take my place.
I also just don't want to have to put the time in for other friends.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to have to go out and hang out, even though I really don't think it would be bad. I mean,
it
one
would
of
be
my
fun.
It's
once
actually
you
very important to have.
Yeah, that's actually.
Well, that's why I want to
get
get involved in like some groups. But most, like, one of my main friends I work with and go to school with, so it's like I really see her quite a bit. You know?
Yeah, that's actually a great point. Like, for me, I was gonna say being single has encouraged me to spend more time with my friends, and it I've realized how incredible friendships are, and I never valued them before until I really dug deeper into my relationships with my friends like this past year, and I realized how special it is. So like a lot of times I hear that once people start dating someone, they just leave all their friends, and once they get married, they don't have any time for anyone else, and it's just them.
Yeah.
But I think that it's so important that even when you're together, especially, you find friends together, like other couples, other godly couples to hang out with. And I think that would be really valuable. And I think you guys would grow a lot closer together and closer to God.
Yeah. But I also think something hard with like he has a lot of friends and like Christian couples and stuff, but it's hard also not to compare yourself to them in their relationship.
Ooh, let's go there. Let's go there right now. Zion, do you ever struggle with comparison in relationships?
No,
I
don't compare myself because I know that they're not perfect, so it's just like, why would I compare myself to them? Like, people post only the good stuff on social media. They don't post the bad stuff. Plus, it helps I don't have social media, so I don't get to get on there and like, I don't compare myself. Like the healthy relationships that I know about, I know that they have problems because they've talked to me about it. So it's like,
and I don't see that side. Like you'll tell me the problems that they have, but I don't hear about it as much as you do. So like I feel like, and I do have social media, so I really do just see the perfect side.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I just think it's like just guys, like we just don't really compare ourselves that much.
I was gonna say I think it is a guy thing.
Like comparison sometimes, but like really not a lot. Honestly, guys struggle with other things. Not really comparison, but like, and friends are so important. Like, you need friends. You really do. Like, God calls us a community with other people, so you need other people because it's very important in dating that you have other friends, because if you're dating someone and you're blind to their red flags and they're like actually hurting you, like, because you will be blind to it, you need those other friends to be like, dude, like that's not right. Like they're doing this to you and that's not okay. Like that's not right. So you need that. That's very important. And then like also, I think if you have friends that you can go hang out with together, I think it can also lead you away from some temptations, because like if you're just hanging out you two all the time, then I think you're gonna have more temptations. But if you're going out, if you're like having a little mix of the two, like you hang out together sometimes, go on a date, stuff like that, and then you also go on like double dates or just hang out and go have fun with other people. And when you do that, I think it makes the temptations not as hard. But that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, I think that's good. It's really important that you are aware that comparison it's a lie. Like, it's a lie straight from the devil, that he tries to make you constantly compare yourself to other people and to other relationships, because jealousy is such a powerful weapon. And that's actually another question I was going to ask you is, how do you avoid jealousy in your relationship? Or try to.
How do I avoid jealousy?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this is good or not, but typically it does end up leading to comparison, which I guess is bad, because I'll be like, okay, maybe.
I think comparison is where it starts. Comparison leads to jealousy.
But then like I start really thinking hard, and I'm like, okay, well, like this is better, this is better, this is better. So like overall we have a good relationship and stuff. Or I mean, sometimes I'll just have to talk to him like about it and be like, okay, I don't know why.
Wait. You have to talk to him about it?
Him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talking about your feelings?
I know, right? Something he loves.
That's big.
Zero feelings.
No feelings over here for this big guy. No feelings at all.
Zero.
Yeah, so emotional intelligence. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
How important is it in your relationship to talk about your feelings?
I mean,
Do you value it?
I mean, I feel like I'm not like crazy emotional.
No, you're not.
And he's not really either. So like, I don't know.
So you don't like to talk about your feelings?
No, that's not true.
Yeah, I mean, we've been dating for so long, and I still don't like crying in front of him. Like,
well, you don't like crying in front of anyone.
Yeah, like, I mean, most people don't, but like, I feel like, yeah, I feel like in a relationship you should feel comfortable doing that, and I definitely don't. So, I mean, I don't know. I know he is kind of like that too, but I also think most guys are like that just because it's like a sign of like weakness. Well, yeah, like you don't cry that much.
I just don't cry that much.
But I even feel like for me, I would think of it as like, you're just going to think I'm like a baby if I'm crying about something. Because there have been times where I've cried and I'm like, this is so stupid, but I'm just crying about it. And then I don't want to say anything because then I feel like you're going to be like, why are you crying about this? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, I think you should just tell him.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like
how you be feeling.
We talk about our feelings in a sense. Like we're pretty open, but I think like in the moment sometimes it can be hard.
Yeah.
But we usually talk about it later, which we're trying to work on right now. But like, and then like arguments are a big thing. Like you're gonna have arguments for sure and disagreements. Yeah. You think it's perfect? It's not. All right.
For every relationship.
Yeah. Well, so it's actually so interesting. Like someone at my work yesterday was like talking to me about marriage, and he's like, that person you marry is gonna sin against you more than they sin against anybody else, and you're gonna sin against them more than you sin against anybody else.
Shoot.
And it is true. Like when you think about it, it really is true.
That's heartbreaking.
So, yeah, it's just like you got to be more open and like don't be afraid to like speak about what you're dealing with, like even if it's stupid. Like it's very important to you got to figure out, like for me, I like to talk about it instantly, but if you have someone like who also wants to talk about it instantly, or maybe they want to be quiet about it and then like they need some time and then they'll talk about it, so you got to figure that out. And figuring that out can be like, you got to be patient to figure that out. So you got to figure out like, okay, when we argue, do they want to like run away from the argument, or do they want to like fight it head on, or do they want to wait a little bit and then talk about it? You got to figure that out. And once you figure that out, then you got to talk about it. You have to talk about it, because if you just leave it be, then like it's going to grow into more arguments and like.
Right.
So like that, I think actually that's one of the like most important parts, because a lot of people break up because of arguments. Like they just like, they don't want any confrontation. And so when they get like just a little bit, that's why people like date hop now. It's like, okay, I date this person super attractive, and then like we get an argument. I was like, dang, I thought it was all perfect. And then you get an argument and then they're like, I don't want a part of this. But it's like, no, like if you really love this person, then you got to talk about it. Is like, and it can be sucky sometimes, but like, you have to go through that. So I think that's really important, especially if you're going to get married to them. If you plan to marry them, what are we even talking about? Like you have to figure it out. Like you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Especially when you're married, you live in the same household. Like what are you going to do? Like you sleep in the same bed. Like you got to figure it out. So I think it's important to try to figure that out while you're dating, so that when you're married, you don't have to figure out, oh crap, like this sucks, because like you're living together, and if you're fighting all the time, like that is not going to be fun at all. So very important to figure out arguments while you're dating.
Yeah, that's huge. I used to be like, I have to talk about it right now. Like if I was in an argument with someone, like we got to figure it out right now. And then I realized that other people, they need time to like process what happened and like their feelings, and even to like just calm down, because otherwise they would like explode on you, So if you try to push them too hard like right now, it will end up being worse. So I think it's important to know what your partner needs, if they need time, if they need to get it off their chest right now, and to just be able to collaborate.
I think it's huge. I remember one time we like went on a walk around the neighborhood, and I don't even know, just something happened and we were just off, and he just kept saying to me like, what's wrong, and like I was just silent and just
I was raging.
And I just wasn't saying anything, and we just kept walking. Then we got back here, and he grabbed a basketball and started like shooting, and I just like laid on the ground and was just kind of like comprehending, why did I get mad? Like, what was going on? And then I actually prayed about it, and it helped so much.
Imagine that.
I know, right? Which is something that really helped. But I think, and then he came over, and, like, we were able to talk it out, and I feel like that's what made us realize, okay, you want to figure it out right now, and I absolutely need time. Mm-hmm. And it stinks that we are opposites because, I mean, I get annoyed because he's like, what's wrong? And then he's annoyed because he thinks, like, something's really wrong, and I'm not responding. I go silent when
Claire
there's a
literally
problem.
be giving the silent treatment like no other.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
I gotta let it out.
No, when you know something's wrong is when I'm quiet. But I really am just trying to, like, comprehend everything and really think, why am I upset right now? Like, is this worth being silent about?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That introspection.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. And another thing going off of that is knowing their love language.
Yeah, which I don't... I mean, I don't know, because I feel like I have a part of, like, all of them in some sense, but, like, I don't even know what I would think would be my top or his top.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Okay, what is it?
Yours?
Yeah, what's hers?
It's physical affection.
Really?
Yeah, it definitely is. 100,000,000%. It's 100%. It's not even close.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, like, if anytime I'm, like, upset or, like, anything like that, it really is only for him. Like, if he comes up and gives me a hug, then, I can feel better. But, like, I know Dad's out there right now, but, like, if it's Dad, get the heck away. But if it's him, like, it definitely makes me feel better.
Yeah, and I feel like you can have different love languages with different people, too.
Yes, because for anyone else, I feel like it would probably lean more towards, like, words of affirmation.
Yeah. I can see
which
that.
I
That's
still
like
would say, yeah.
How do you guys put God first in your own lives and in your relationship with each other?
So in my own life, I've read through the New Testament. We both have. We read it together through church, but then we started reading the New Testament, and so I will try and read a few chapters a day, and then I have a devotional word search that I do. Obviously I struggle with prayer. It's just, I don't know, it's something that I tend to struggle with, but I mean, I'm constantly listening to worship music, which I feel like is, me, a great form of worshiping and just talking to God in general and stuff. But then in our relationship, which, speaking of this, we do a devotional together, and we...
Okay, we're being real.
Yeah, we've had this one. I think it's 10 days long, and we've done maybe like 4 days. And we
haven't done it in like 3 or 4 days. It's been like
we've missed a lot.
I think like
we like doing it together. Like, there's at the end you can type out what you say, but we would way rather just do it together. So it can be hard. We either call or just do it in person. And yeah, we've definitely been struggling with that, but we've done probably at least 50 or more devotions in our relationship. So we are constantly doing devotions, which is huge, and then praying together, which is, again, something I'd say I struggle with, but he is really good at, right before, like, I leave, saying, like, can we pray?
Aww.
Like, I'd say
I just
take notes, guys. Take notes.
Yeah, and I can be really bad because I will think, like, okay, like, we need to pray right before I leave, but like, if I don't say it right away, then it's like I just kind of forget about it, and right when that thought comes up, I need to immediately be like, okay, we should do this now.
Yeah.
But he's good at praying for us, so
it's good to play off of your strengths and weaknesses too.
Yeah.
I'm reading through the whole Bible right now. I'm in Jeremiah. Usually I read the Bible after work, so I'll read like 3 or 4 chapters. I'll read a couple chapters a day, and then I'm in constant prayer. I feel like prayer is one of my, I love prayer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I love worship music too. But one thing I want to start doing is getting up earlier so that I can read the Bible first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Because I think that's important. Because if I start the day off on the wrong foot, then it just sucks the rest of the day. So like it's important that I start my day with God. You have to sacrifice some things. So it's like I'm going to sacrifice some sleep so I can start my day out with God. So I want to start doing that, and then obviously like be more constant with our devotions and stuff like that. Has singleness showed you more about who God is? Question mark.
Yes, definitely. Like I kind of was talking about earlier, how it has just allowed me more time to spend with him and encouraged me more to trust him. And like something I've noticed is that whenever I come home, I just want to spend all my time with you guys, and so I don't spend as much time with God. So
yes, I've noticed, like, I know when you come home, I'm the same way because I don't maybe read my Bible as well as I should.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do that stuff as well as I should
because we just want like, to spend time together.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm wasting this 15 minutes when I could be spending it with my family, and it's like, girl, what? Like, you're not wasting time reading your Bible.
Literally. Like, time spent with God is never time that you will regret.
Yes, yeah, you're right.
But, yeah, so if I had a boyfriend, I would want to be spending, like, all my time with him, probably, and not prioritizing my personal time with God. Hard. Though we would still spend time with God together.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be, like, my personal time with God.
Yeah.
And so can we talk about not dating potential? Because a lot of Christian girlies and Christian boys probably, they see someone and they're like, I mean,
good potential.
Yeah, like their relationship with God isn't there yet, but like,
or like it's, they go to church.
Yeah, they go to church.
You're a Christian.
So they're good for me.
Yeah.
And that's just not true. And I want you guys to speak on this a little bit, but I do think it's so important before you start dating someone to know that they have a relationship with God.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean you can't be interested in them and you can't talk to them and like maybe enter a talking stage with someone, because that's how you're going to find out if they truly do have a relationship.
And like
with God.
Some people are like, oh, I don't want to lead them on and like keep talking to them, but it's like, if this is a serious potential relationship that you want to have, like, this is important stuff you need to know. It's worth leading them on a little bit instead of leading them on for like 5 years and then being like, okay, yeah, their relationship with God is not where I would like it to be, or like where mine is. So it's much better to lead them on in the talking phase than when you're already been dating for a while, because that's a lot easier of a breakup, or not even a breakup, but
now I am very cautious about that now, because I absolutely do not want to date anyone who is like faking it.
Yeah.
Because people will fake it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
If they want to date you, they will sometimes fake their faith, and it's hard sometimes to know what's real and what's not. But
definitely,
if someone has a real relationship with God,
you're gonna know.
Yeah, you can see it in them. You can see God like shining through them, and I think that you would have so much peace about it. Yeah. But I want to hear from you guys talking about that, because I know that like I have a question about being equally yoked, so I kind of want you to talk about what you think that means.
I got you.
In terms of like whenever you guys started dating.
I mean, we talked for almost 5 months before we actually started dating. You keep getting
like, why you got fuzz on your face?
I don't know. It's just all in my pants.
But we talked for almost 5 months, and at the beginning, we definitely didn't like really talk about God that much. I feel like, from my point of view, I feel like I didn't know where his relationship was, so I was just kind of like, we just didn't talk about it too much. But then we started having like really deep conversations, and God got brought up a lot, and he would just say things, and I was like, so wise, like, this is
like someone who's faking it wouldn't come up with
that. Exactly. And I was just like, okay, well, like, this is different, because we were juniors.
You were so young.
Yeah, we were going into our junior year of high school, and it's like, you just don't know very many guys that young that have a faith like that. So it was definitely eye-opening. But then as we kept talking, it was like, okay, yeah. And we didn't hang out like a ton in those 5 months. So like seeing him, I didn't really know that much about like like seen God through him. But definitely through text, I was like, okay. Like, yeah, definitely.
So where do you think your relationship, like, do you think you guys were equally yoked when you first started dating?
I would say no.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to say because...
Like, I obviously not like 100%.
I didn't honestly start taking my relationship with God seriously until like the beginning of that year. Okay. So it's hard to say because like I would go to church every week and like I would go to D groups and I went to all the camps. You know, I did all the right things. You know, I did all the right stuff, but I really wasn't like, I didn't have a relationship with Jesus. So I think like that year was when I started to actually grow a relationship with Jesus. So it's hard to say like if like were we both wanting to grow closer to Jesus? Yes, but I don't know if you're like
that's huge,
exact same. You know, it's hard to say. I mean, to find someone equal, like that would be really hard, I think, because everyone's on different paths. You know, you might be like more knowledgeable about this, like you might know the Bible really well, but they also might like be able to pray really well because like prayer is super important.
Yeah.
So and then you know, there's just different things. So like I think we were both on a stage of like changing our lives and like wanting to actually like let's actually pursue this Jesus thing, right? Like that's not just fake it, right? Let's actually pursue it. So I think we were equal in that sense of where like we both wanted to like really pursue God.
Were you both wanting to grow closer to God on your own, like before you started talking?
Yes, 100%. Because like for me anyways, January, like this, like I said, like the start of that year, this is before I even knew her, like start of that year, I like, and even like the end of the year before. So I went to CIY. I was like, no, like I'm not actually going to come back and fake it. Like I'm not going to just come back for a week and be like on this high. Like I'm going to stick with it. So I started to stick with it. Obviously there's ups and downs with that, but I actually did stick with it. So I think like that's when I started. So before I even knew her, I was definitely trying to grow personally.
I would say no. Like the beginning of 2023 was definitely rough for me.
Tell me about it.
And yeah, definitely we started talking in May, and I would say in May my relationship with God still wasn't like quite there. So I would say I think you should be well in your faith before like you date somebody, but in our like scenario, I did not have a good faith when we started dating, and I would say he was the one that helped me come back to the faith really strong. So I mean that would be my personal opinion, is that he helped me with that. But then I would say something else I struggle with. He obviously wouldn't, because this is coming from me, but going back to the comparison, it can be hard to compare myself, to not compare myself to him.
Like your faith to his faith?
Yes, because I definitely don't read the Bible like every day, 7 days. Like there's some days where I don't do it. Today, I haven't done it yet. Like, and I've had a lot of chances to do it and I haven't done it yet. But then like I'll talk to him and he's always like, yeah, I read like my 4 chapters and I prayed, and like every day, like he always reading his Bible is always in his day. And for me, it's not always there. I've definitely gotten better, but it's not always there. So it can be hard not to.
So do sometimes you feel like you're not like good enough for him?
Yes. Say it louder.
No, you should. Okay, listen.
What do you say to that?
Listen. There's 2 ways to look at it, right? You can look at it as a comparison way, or you can look at it as like an urgency or like an encouragement to be like, dang, like I want to do that. Like heck yeah, like this is what they're doing. Like I want to be like that, and actually I want to be even closer. And then it's kind of like I'm here, you're here, and then you're here, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm here, and then you're here, and then it's like back and forth.
A healthy competition.
Yeah, healthy competition. And that's a really good competition. Like what else would you want to be competing for? Like you're literally competing to grow closer to Jesus. Like that's kind of cool, like honestly.
Yeah.
So I think like you can look at it in the comparison way, or you can look at it in like, okay, like this is going to push me to want to do better, right? For like, because I want to be closer to God too. So it's like, I think it can push you in your relationship, and you need that.
Mm-hmm.
You need that.
So then what I'm going to like rebuttal on that is just, we read the New Testament with our church, and we read 2 chapters every single day. And that was perfect because I had a solid routine. I read every day in second period, and it was super nice because he held me accountable, and so did the church. And then once we got let off on our own, I was kind of hoping we would stay on the same page, but he flew way forward, and I stayed behind because I didn't read as much as I should have. So then I was like, I'm going to catch up.
Okay.
And so
catch up. I'm coming for you.
I kind of got going. But, like, now he says he's in Jeremiah, and I'm at the beginning of 1 Chronicles. So, like, which at the same time, I've already read some books through there that I'm not going to, like, go back and read through because I've already read them. Which one of them is Psalms, which is obviously super long, but so like good. He's way ahead of me, so I kind of have just given up because I'm like, he's way too far ahead. But I definitely am someone who
that's on you, Bess.
Like, yeah, I know, totally on me. But I definitely like having a schedule where it's like, okay, let's read 2 chapters so that we can stay together and be on the exact same thing.
Yeah,
like
and
I
maybe
think that
you can
helps
do
me.
that, and then you can also read on your own.
Yeah.
2-minute rebuttal.
Reading a schedule like that is nice, right? It's good. But if you end the 2 chapters and you still want to read more, then you should read more.
Yeah.
You should. Some days you be reading and you're like, dang, like this is awesome. You keep reading 10 chapters. Crazy. Some days you read like 1 or 2 chapters and it's like not, it's not the same. Read the Bible somewhere like in a different area. Like if I read the Bible in my bed, sometimes I'll get like really tired because I'm in my bed. You're supposed to sleep in your bed. So if I go read, like if we were in Indiana, I would go read outside.
If it wasn't -5 degrees outside.
Literally. So I would go read outside. Like during the summer, in the spring, and even the fall, I'll go read outside, and I love reading outside. If I read outside, like I'd be going.
He's gone.
But like reading the Bible in my room, which I've been doing a lot recently, probably not the greatest. So I need to find somewhere else to do it. Yeah. I do like a schedule, and I feel like I have a schedule, but I don't have a schedule in the sense of like I read this many chapters a day. I just kind of read. Yeah. Like some days I'll read like 1 chapter, and some days I'll read like 4, 5, 6, 7.
We definitely, you're done. We left that.
Okay. 25. Thanks for coming. You can leave now. No, but I agree. Accountability is huge, whether you're dating or not. Yeah. And I think a routine is great. So, like, if you have not necessarily a schedule of, like, I'm going to read 2 chapters every day.
Yeah.
But a routine of, like, this is when I'm going to read. And this is what I'm going to read. And if you end up reading more than that, and if you end up reading more than just that one time and you read later in the day too, that's fine too. Mm-hmm. But to have a set time for it is huge. And also to have someone who is there holding you accountable and asking you if you read. You don't have to have a boyfriend. Single ladies, you can do this too.
Yeah.
Single guys, you can do this too.
Yeah, you definitely just need someone to hold you accountable. Yeah. I can also feel bad if I do only read like 1 chapter because right now I'm in like the family tree and I'm like, let's just read 1 chapter and we are done because I can't do it. I just can't.
I think whenever you're reading the Old Testament, I think you should be reading the New Testament at the same time.
Yeah, which I think is my problem because right now I'm just pushing through the Old Testament and I'm really good at somehow reading but thinking about something else at the same time.
Yeah.
So then I'm just like,
and then you're like, I have no idea.
And I know God sometimes be telling me, go back and read that. You know that you didn't comprehend that. And I'm like, sorry, I turned the page and I'm done. Right?
She didn't even hear him for real.
Yeah. Which, it's bad. But like it's in the Bible for a reason. Yeah. So God had some intent behind it. And I have little things at the bottom that tell me kind of like why in the world I need to know about like this family tree, and it does help me a lot. So that's nice too.
What advice would you give to single people? Yeah. So single people out there. Yeah. So singleness, very important, right? Because like Chloe was saying, if you cannot be happy on your own, then don't date somebody. And because if you do, then you're going to be that person who will always be dating somebody and they can't ever not be without somebody. So you need to, before you date somebody, be able to live on your own, because if you can't do that, relationships are going to be really hard for you. And that's just the blunt fact of it. So yeah, I mean, it's important to be able to sustain life and have a relationship with God before you start dating someone. And that way, when you start dating someone, God forbid, but if you guys break up, which happens a lot, if you break up, then you can still live your life and not be like, oh my gosh, like kill me, like this sucks. Literally. Because if you're like that every time, then it's gonna be rough. So you got to be able to live on your own, and so the singleness is important to build that up, and also like grow friendships and get yourself prepared for that dating relationship. So singleness is important, and if you never date someone, just look at the Bible, because Paul never dated anybody. So they didn't have dating.
Well, I don't know if they dated.
To be fair, they didn't have dating. So, but Paul was never with anybody. He literally, like, you don't need to be with somebody. If God's calling you to a life of singleness, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with singleness.
I would say the most important thing about singleness is relationships, like friendships and everything, because I mean, when I started dating him, like, I wanted to be better for him, but like when I wasn't dating anybody, it was like, okay, I just do whatever I want, because like I don't have anyone that's pushing me to make me want to be better. So I think it's important to have good friends that are Christians that will push you closer to God, because if not, then you're just gonna fall off the tracks. It's just definitely my biggest piece of advice is just have good friends and relationships. So
that's good. I would say for my advice for single people is to make sure you are the type of person that you would want to be with. Sure. Look on your own life and be like, is this the type of person that I would want to be with? And then think about the person that you want to be with and think, am I the type of person that they deserve? Because like when I think of someone I want to be with, I'm like, I mean, they're pretty awesome. So it's like, just be the best version of yourself before like waiting around for your future spouse to come along and then to start growing. Like, grow now.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't wait.
Yeah, and don't just date to date when you are in the stage of singleness. I mean, you've done great at not just dating random people just because you want to date.
No, that's the so
which
dumb.
It's huge to just date to marry, like, which I think there are other little pieces that go into, dating to marry and people that do just date to date. But yeah, it's important to not just
I guess I will go ahead and pray and then we'll end it. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you so much for every season that you bring us through. Thank you that you are there through every season, and thank you that every season is good and beautiful in its own way. And I thank you for giving us relationships in every walk of our life, even if it's not a dating relationship or a marriage, Lord. You've blessed us with relationships all around us, and I pray that everyone listening would dive deeper into those relationships and that you would reveal yourself to them through your people, and that we would all do a better job of putting you first and putting others first and serving in whatever way you've called us to serve, and that each and every one of our relationships would reflect you and your love. Lord, just teach us how to love each other and love you, and just continue to speak to us through us, and guide us in each walk of our lives. And we love you, Lord, and thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.